Hi everybody. Why not always good today for middle of the week. Um, it tied up some loose ends and answered some questions, and I think that we got some at least good endings, if not like storybook endings, but it works. Um, okay, so Claire has to be introduced to all of Victoria's kids, and she's their older sister. So it's a new family member being introduced to people who didn't know she even existed, and also she knows that her aunt um, caused all this trouble for the family because Aunt Jordan caused a fire to their original house, which made them have to move. So yeah. Um, I'd say that Johnny took it well, but Katie did not. Um, Katie had the reaction of, I don't know you, so how do you think you know me at all? Um, yeah. Although Johnny tried to say, Mom, if it was me, you'd punish me already. So that was kind of interesting. Okay. The other one was, how Ashley is having all this trouble, right? There's one missing piece in this whole thing. Abby was never told. Abby was never included in the storyline at all. At the very beginning, before anything was said, Tucker did warn Abby about Ashley's behavior, but she thought that he was just trying to insert himself in the situation again. So she didn't take him to heart at all. And now, like 3 months later, 3 months later, she says, "Oh my God, Tucker was right." So yeah, we have that piece. And Abby got upset with Billy because Billy knew about everyone knew about Ashley except for Abby, and she took offense to it because she thought that people thought she was too fragile to handle the information. So she felt like that's why she was never told. And I kind of agree with her. And I don't like how Billy dismissed her and said, well, okay, but, it is what it is, and let's just deal with what is now. Okay, that's great. That's one way to handle it. However, you should never tell someone that their feelings aren't valid and just dismiss them. That's not right either. So, okay. On to another storyline that we finally finished. Um, okay. Lily and Daniel and Devon and Nate. Now, the reason why Devon and Nate are involved is because it has to do with Omega Spear and the game Princess Louisa being on their whatever and what they're gonna do with it. Um, you know, Devon and Nate were all prepared for a battle, but Lily said she didn't want to do that because she understands now, 3 months later, that she acted in haste and she acted because she was hurt because Daniel cheated on her. And finally, I finally got some closure myself because Daniel, Mike Grazide, said what I wanted him to say, that no matter what, he cheated on Lily. There's no justification, there's no explanation for it. He cheated on her. And that's the truth. He cheated. And um I don't know. I just don't know how to feel about the whole thing. I really don't. Um, because Heather says, well, are you nervous because you have to face Lily today, or is it because because you were in a relationship with her before? And while I kind of understand that, the majority of me was like, I said to myself, why are you even talking about this? I mean, he's with you now. So why are you even worried about her? She's not a concern for you. Not that she ever was. And, well, like I said before, and I know I've said this before, I don't like the whole idea of like a competition between people for other people. Like, okay, if someone's in a relationship with someone and someone else likes them, then they can make it a competition in their head and go, well, I won him or I won her. Okay, we're not game pieces. You didn't win anything. Okay? So I don't like that verbiage. I just don't like it. I never have. Because why does somebody have to feel like a loser in any situation? It's just a matter of that person wasn't your person. So just leave it at that. Um, yeah. So there was that. And then, let's see, what else? Well, like I said, the Claire situation, the Lily and Daniel, and, um, let's see. Yeah, I think that was it because, oh, Audra was talking to Nate, and they were talking like friends, but I don't know. I think that, okay, if I had to forecast what's going to happen in the relationship department, because they've been teasing it for so long, I think they might try an Audra and Nate pairing. But I don't really know how far it's going to go because I, I know I've talked about this part of it before, but apparently they don't like interracial couples that much because they try them out for a couple months, maybe, and then somehow they just separate. And it's never explained why they separate. It just happens. So if you're an Audra Nate fan, you better enjoy it while it lasts because I don't think it's gonna last very long. Um, just because of the history. Plus, if you really want to get down to it, Audra's history, relationship history, is very short lived. The longest relationship she had was with Tucker, and that didn't end well either. So, um, I don't think I'd be too happy about that. But, um, but I also don't know what they're gonna do with the Audra character. I mean, they've already made her really ruthless and like I call her like a vixen, because she places what she wants. She uses um uh sex to get what she wants, and then when she gets what she wants, she just loses you. She leaves you alone. So I don't know. I hope that doesn't continue because okay, I understand everything has to have balance, right? You can't have too many bad people and you can't have all good people either. But I don't want them to continue to make her like a man eater character. I don't like it. But then again, I also don't know who would be her perfect match if there is such a thing for her because they've already tried Kyle. I think he was too young for her. And they tried her with Tucker so far. And they're going to try her with Nate. And I mean, the only one left that they haven't is Nick, but they put everybody with Nick at some point. So at this rate, they're going to run out of men. So I really don't know how far that angle is going to go. I really don't. So yeah, I'm kind of I, I I don't know, because part of me says she's still young, so she doesn't have to settle down. And settle down to me doesn't mean marriage all the way. It just means that pick a partner and stick with them for a while. But I also don't want her character to settle. So it's a very complex issue. It's not just a pick a man. All right. Bye, guys.